Richard, whether it's a summit or not, there will be a lot of attention on this. What's your thoughts?
There really will be. I mean, it will be, you know, it's been 18 months since Harry and Meghan left this country for North America. Obviously, we've had Harry back, but we haven't seen Meghan at all. So any meeting with the Queen, however minor, will be a big event. I remember writing in my column recently how Harry, on his return for the unveiling of the Diana statue, let it be known that he wants a christening for baby Lilibet, a royal christening, just like for baby Archie at Windsor. And I think they hope that will be this autumn, along with other events such as Prince Harry's birthday. I
just feel like the longer this meeting doesn't happen, particularly like if I was Meghan, I'd be absolutely terrified to see the Queen for the first time after all of this.
I think there'll certainly be a few nerves on...
Hashtag orcs, as the kids say.
On both sides,
yeah.
But I think the royal family will want to show that they're magnanimous, and they want to ignore all the bad blood from Harry and Meghan, essentially, and all the insults and the terrible things that they've said. I
mean, Andrew, let's be optimistic. Obviously, a reconciliation is always possible. Anything's possible, but is it a case of all too little too late now?
I think it's very unlikely there's going to be a big reconciliation. Don't forget, Harry is writing a book. It's going to be a kiss and tell. It's going to be a memoir. It's almost certainly going to be incredibly critical of the royal family. So is that going to be on the agenda when the Queen talks to her grandson? If I was her, I'd get her officials to search Meghan and Harry to make sure they've got no tape recorders, because we know absolutely everything they ever say to any member of the royal family then gets leaked to their friends in the American media.
What is the protocol with frisking members of the royal family?
Or maybe actually the Queen should have the tape recorder secretly positioned so that if they do then put out a completely distorted version of the conversation, she has the evidence to disprove it. I mean, she wouldn't, of course she wouldn't get down and dirty with that couple, but they're still dreadful, and they know that actually their only saleability in the United States is their connection to the most famous woman on the planet, the Queen, which is why they're desperate to see her. It's all about product, Harry, products, Meghan, PLC.
I love having Andrew on this show, but I do wish sometimes you would just say what you think. That would be just relax. But I mean, whatever happens, it's very interesting what Andrew says about recording. You know, recollections may vary from this meeting as well. Do you think that ultimately we'll have different versions of this incident?
We certainly will, and I'm sure it won't take very long. You know, whether it's on Gayle King's show in America or it's on tweets from the infamous Omid Scobie, I'm sure we'll hear one version of it, and then courtiers, I'm sure, will let it be known a different version of events. So it will be fascinating, but it will happen, because I agree with Andrew that, you know, Harry and Meghan need it, really. They do need to keep up that royal connection. And they are a family, you know, they do want a christening. Meghan does not speak to any members of her family apart from her mother. So it makes sense to have the christening where any family can come, and that would be Harry's family rather than hers.
And I wonder if this time they might tell us who the godchildren are. Because you remember
the godparents.
The godparents, because they refused to tell us. It was one of their stupid, childish cat and mouse games with the media. They wouldn't say why. What's the big secret?
I can't see why that would be any different this time.
No,
it's very strange.
And of course, the Queen doesn't want to just get the royal family sucked into all that again, because it's just demeaning and embarrassing. Because when royals have christenings, we know who the godchildren are, the godparents. We know everything, but they don't want to give. It's because of us, of course. They don't want to feed the beast, which is the press.
But if he says he wants the, you know, if your grandson asks you to have the christening, you know, at the Royal Chapel, it's very hard to say no. So I think as a grandmother and a great-grandmother, the Queen would want that to happen at Windsor.
I think they're just always as well just desperate to be taking the high road.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
And be sort of being squeaky clean in this year before the Jubilee, etc. But that's all we have time for on our YouTube show today. For the rest of this week's Palace Confidential, plus a whole lot more royal news, views and videos, head to Mail Plus. The link is on your screen now. See you there.